Hey everyone, Mike here from Clear Brands Grow. In today's video, I'm going to show you a quick and dirty way to create video content, edit it, and then upload it to YouTube, and then also how to take that video content and add it to social media. So probably one of the easiest ways to get started with video content is just to use Zoom. So lots of people are familiar with Zoom, having spent the last 6 months on an unbelievable number of Zoom calls, because Zoom has like an inbuilt recording function, and it also means that if you ever decide to do interviews, which is something I've done in the past, you can use the same thing. So I just want to use something that's kind of familiar, and something that you're used to. So we're going to go ahead and fire Zoom up. So you'll end up with obviously this screen. It might be different depending on the device you use, but I'm just going to go ahead and create a new meeting. If you are doing an interview, you may have already sent like a link to your interviewee, so just go ahead and just launch the correct meeting. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a new meeting as if it's just going to be me on the video. So I'm going to click new meeting. Perfect. So there we are. So to basically record a video, you simply have to click on record down here, and then depending on the Zoom account you have, or whether you pay for Zoom or not, determines whether you can record to this computer or whether you can record directly to Zoom. So for this instance, I'm just going to record to this computer. So as you can see in the top left hand corner, we are now recording this video. So we're just going to let it run for a little bit, and just chat away, and see if we can make a longer video. Like I said, you can always invite people along for an interview and just have like a split screen, so side by side video. That's worked quite nicely for my Zoom side chats. So I think we've probably got enough footage to show you how to edit it. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop recording. So I've stopped the recording of the Zoom, but the meeting is still going ahead, and you can only get access to the video once you've stopped the meeting. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the meeting for me. And then, as you can see, it's now converting that meeting recording into like a saved file. So just give that a second. It will probably take you longer because your video is probably longer than what I've just done. Obviously mine was only like literally less than a minute. And as you can see, here is that video in MP4 format. Let's close that. So now we have our video file. We want to edit it. Now a lot of devices come with like pre-built video editing software. For instance, on Macs you have iMovie, and you have something else. To be honest, I haven't used a Windows PC for ages, so I can't remember what it's called. But something that everyone can do is use YouTube. So we're just going to open up YouTube. And YouTube. So hopefully you've already got a YouTube account. So I'm just going to click up here which says create, and then you've either got the option to upload video or go live. Now I don't want to go live right now, so I'm just going to click upload video. That will change the screen, and then you'll be prompted to either select files or drag and drop a file. So if I go back to Finder, if you're using a PC, that is just like your File Explorer or Windows Explorer. And then I'm just going to drag and drop this in here. Perfect. Then I'm just going to give it a title. So I'm just going to say, I don't know, video tutorial. Great. Oops, sorry. Video tutorial. You can add a description. So I'm just going to add a random description there. Make sure your description is a lot more informative. You can also add a thumbnail, You might have seen the picture of me like sort of crossing my arms. You can create a thumbnail, and actually maybe I'll do another video about creating a thumbnail. This is pre-selected, but it may not be for you, so just know it's not for kids. And to be honest, that's good enough for you now. If you then press next, and then next again. So you can also change the visibility of your video. So you can either have private, so only you can see it, or someone that you've sort of added, unlisted, so basically anyone with the link can see it, and then public, so that's anyone can see it. So if you want to have your video on YouTube as well as social media, then click public. Although actually I will suggest clicking unlisted until you've edited it. So we'll edit it whilst it's unlisted, and then we can go back and either keep it unlisted if you don't want to actually publish it on YouTube, or we can go back and change it to public if you do want it on YouTube. So we're going to click unlisted and then click save. So because the video was only 38 seconds long, it has already uploaded, and also YouTube will process that to create a standard definition version and a high definition version. So because it's only short, that's happened really quickly. If your video is longer, then you will have to wait much longer. So if I click on that again, I'm just going to move my face over to the right hand side. On the left, you can see that we're currently looking at the details tab, and we want to edit it. So if you click on editor, basically YouTube comes with like a really basic video editor as part of its service. So unless you want to get really into editing and sort of take out ums and ahs and mistakes and stuff, all I typically do is just take off the first bit and the last bit, because typically, I might have waited a few seconds initially, and I don't want people to necessarily see me at the end like playing around with the settings. So I typically just take off the first bit and the last bit. So the easiest way to do that in the YouTube video editor is to click on trim, which is right here. And then I'm also just going to move my face again. So can you see that blue line, or basically a blue box, has gone around the video and the audio? And to trim off the front and the back, or the start and the finish, all you have to do is drag this blue line to where you want it to be. So that grey shaded area will be removed or trimmed when we're finished. You also want to do the same thing for the rear, so just bring it to where you want it to go. You may have to play the video to find where you want it to start and finish, but that's quite easy to do. And then all you need to do is click, press play, and to see where it appears. We are now recording. You can now see this video, what I recorded. So we're just going to let it run for a little bit. So that's quite straightforward. And then once you're happy with the placement of the start and finish, all you need to do is then click preview. I'm just going to move my face again, and then so you press preview and then save changes. So up here it says save, so click on save. And then just going to make sure making these changes to your video are permanent, so you can't go back. So just be sure, and actually it doesn't matter too much because you already have the file downloaded from Zoom on your actual computer. So if you did mess up at this stage, you could always delete this video and then start again by uploading the original file. So just click save. Now this shouldn't take too long again because it's a short video, but you may actually end up with this screen. This video is being processed, please check back later. It could be there for a while if your video is longer. So if your video is 20 minutes or so, or longer than that, then it could last a while. So I'm just going to move my face over. I'm just going to refresh because it is such a short video that it's probably already done, and maybe not. So I'm going to go back to details, and I'm going to go back to video tutorials. So I know that 38 minutes or 38 seconds was the original length, so it hasn't actually saved. So what I'm probably going to do is actually pause the video right here and then come back and finish off the video once the video has processed. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so welcome back. It didn't actually take very long for it to finish processing. So you can now see the new length of the video is 30 seconds, which says that we are done and we're done editing. So I'm just going to click on that again. So we are still obviously set to unlisted, but if you do want to post this video live to your YouTube channel, then all you need to do is change it to public, click done, and then save changes. But because this is a bit of a obviously rushed video just for this tutorial, I'm going to undo changes and I'm just going to leave it as unlisted. So basically that's how you create a video in Zoom, and then that's how you edit the video in YouTube. So we're now going to take it an extra step and we're going to upload it to LinkedIn. And although I'm using LinkedIn for this situation, it's probably going to be quite similar for all the other social media platforms. So one thing I have learned is that if you upload or you post a link to your YouTube channel in a social media platform, then that social media platform won't share your post as much as it would if you'd uploaded the video natively, so if you'd uploaded the video directly to them. So we're not going to do post a link to your YouTube channel, we're actually going to upload a video. So rather than uploading the original video, to the one that hasn't been edited, and also that video is quite large in file size, we're going to use the edited version from YouTube and download it from YouTube, because it'll actually also condense it to a smaller file size. So you see here where it has the 3 dots, and obviously when you hover over it, it says options. Click on options and then click on download, and then brilliant. So you can see here it downloaded quite quickly. Again, depending how long your video is, determines how big your file size is, and obviously how quickly your video downloads. But we actually now have a video tutorial file to upload to LinkedIn. So I'm currently in my business profile on Google, so I'm just going to switch over to my personal one, and then I'm going to open LinkedIn. So now to upload a video to LinkedIn, all you need to do is go to obviously like your feed, and then click on video, and then depending on what video or depending on your device, it may open the sort of uploader automatically. So I'm just going to click on downloads because I know that's where my download is. Your downloaded video may be somewhere else, so have a look around for that. I'm going to click on video tutorial, and I'm going to click open. So perfect. So that is the video uploaded. If you press edit, you can add captions, but at this stage I wouldn't worry about that too much. You can also add a thumbnail like I talked about in YouTube. So if you've already created a YouTube thumbnail, then you can just upload it here. Again, I will maybe make a video on thumbnails at a later date. So right now I would just leave it as it is. So just click done. Type in your post. You can determine who you post as. I might go back. You can post the privacy of your post as well. But if it's a business post, then just probably do it anyone so more people can find you. Add your hashtags and so on, and then all you need to do simply is press post, and then the video will be uploaded, and then your post will be published, and then hopefully you'll get some engagement, and so on. So that's hopefully that was quite straightforward for you to follow along with. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at mike@clearbrandsgrow.com, or reach me on LinkedIn. I spend quite a lot of time on LinkedIn, so that's probably the best place you'll find me. And obviously you've got this video now, so if you need to go back and maybe do the steps as you follow along, that might be the easiest thing. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. And yeah, so good luck creating the videos, and I will do some more tutorials in the future. So until next time guys, get clear and take action. Cheers, bye.